Okay, welcome back. Last time we made our way to the Realgam Tower last and defeated 4 Cypher admins again, before we got an email, which is from Egan, so I'm quickly going to go and talk to him about it. You know, just to see what he was talking about. Ah, Rui, and Wes, it's good to see you back. I'm sorry I haven't sent you an email even though I asked for your PDA number, but that's what happens when you get old. You lose the aptitude for gadgets. So I need to actually read the email first. Dear Wes, this is Egan of Irgate Village. I just wanted to let you know that this is my first electronic mail. I'm not familiar with high-tech things, so I've only learned to type in words. Incidentally, if you're ever in... Well, I just got cut off there, so now we have to talk to him. So he just says the same thing. I sent you an email. I'm quite proud of myself for that. We got it, but it was cut off before we got to anything worthwhile, Grandpa. Oh, is that so? That's odd. Well, since you're here, it would be just as well to tell you in person. I have a little something I'd like Wes to have. Please, take this. So now we get the Master Ball. Now Wes, Rui, it's time for you to go. Bring down the criminal syndicate threatening world peace. Okay, so, with that, well, we now have the Master Ball, so we now have a guaranteed catch, which is going to be good, because I know what's coming up. Now, I also want to quickly buy some healing items. So basically, this is just going to be me kind of stocking up for the end of the game. So I'm going to buy up to 10 revives, I think. That should be enough. 20 full heals and 30 full restores. And then I'm going to make a quick stop to the outskirts stand to buy some Pokeballs, and then I think we should be good to go. Because once we are in Realgam Tower from here, I don't think I'm leaving again. At least not until the credits roll, obviously. Because, you know, credits will roll at some point. Because, you know, we beat the final boss and then the credits roll. Because, well, typically that's how games work. I mean, you know, there are obviously some games that, you know, they'll give you more stuff to do after the last boss. But still, anyway. So, let's buy some more Pokeballs and keep on going. So, I'm going to buy 38. Going to buy 38 Ultra Balls. And probably... I'll buy 20 more Timer Balls. This should be more than enough to get me through the rest. I think I want to say 7 or 8? I want to say 7 or 8 more Shadow Pokemon to catch. Okay, so, back to the tower we go. Oh, to actually start making some progress. Oh, also, in case it somehow kind of flew over, yeah, this Realgam Tower is what the construction lot was. Basically, that's now... they've finished the project. Which really says to me either A, this game takes place over a very long time, or B, Cypher must have these incredible engineers and architects working on this, if they got all of this done this quickly. But at the same time, a lot of this place is very empty, so who knows. Although then again, at the same time, they did build like a massive tower for the Colosseum and everything, which we will be seeing in the pretty near future. But today, now we get to actually make some more progress and head into kind of the core, the main bit of the tower. So now we've now reached the central dome, and we got another email. No, that's a strategy memo. Wes's email. Wes, I did it! I analysed the data ROM and managed to extract a partial list of Shadow Pokemon. For the time being, I've identified 29 Shadow Pokemon. There appear to be more, so I'll send updates when I find them. But importantly, I don't need to go back and find them. Also, while I'm here, I might as well quickly just mention this. You have all these options. Just thought that was a fun little thing to share. Okay, so now I'm going to put Meganium out front because I think this guy has water types. You know what? Yeah, Meganium and No, I'll leave Meganium Sneasel. Why not? Why not? This might be a bad decision, but hey, we'll go for it. Fanfare, please. Congratulations. You are the 1000th guest to enter Realgam Tower since its opening. Yeah, like as if we just opened today, so that's not likely. I don't know, if it's like a big thing, like if it's a huge thing, I imagine a lot of places might get 1,000 people in through door day one. Okay, so Nuzleaf and Graveler. Yeah, this is going to be a non-factor of a fight. Actually, I say that, that's a lie, because this Nuzleaf is going to go for Fake Out. No doubt in my mind, this Nuzleaf is going to click Fake Out. So I'm going to go for Razor Leaf and Brick Break. And the Graveler went for Protect. Interesting, okay. Nuzleaf does indeed go for Fake Out. So Sneasel isn't moving this turn, but I guess this guy's two Pokemon are both just going to get wiped out this turn. No, wait, next turn, sorry. Razor Leaf will hit in Nuzleaf for... that was a crit and still did about a third, so I think I'm okay. And by that, I mean, I'm just going to kind of double in. Okay, if that Graveler had gotten the double Protect, that would have been kind of impressive. Brick Break, completely unnecessary crit, takes out the Nuzleaf. So what is his next Pokemon? Because obviously Razor Leaf will just annihilate this Graveler. It is a Hariyama, okay. Interesting team here from Bandana Guy Quest. So that's what, potential Hariyama, Golem, Shiftry. Like, this guy's fully evolved team could be kinda nasty. This could be a pretty solid team to use with Ruby or Sapphire. Okay, so what is his final Pokemon? It is a Lombre. Why did I even ask? Of course it would be a Lombre in this game. I guess I'll go for Shadow Ball. And this was a mistake. This may have been a horrible mistake on my part. Never mind, he went for double Fake Out. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't like it, but I respect it. I'm just going to double into Hariyama and hopefully take it out here. Shadow Ball lands, because I think that's the most damage I could probably do in one turn. And Razor Leaf hopefully finishes this thing off, because honestly this Hariyama probably takes out Sneasel. Okay, yeah, Hariyama takes out Sneasel here. Guaranteed. Unless it misses, which it won't. Especially if this Lombre uses Sweet Scent to reduce my evasiveness. I imagine Sweet Scent hits both targets. It must. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm probably about to catch a Cross Chop or something. No, Arm Thrust. Well, that's maximum 5 hits. Realistically, it probably only needs 2. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to run back and heal Sneasel after this battle. Because realistically, I did buy all of those revives. I am keeping them. I'm keeping them for the end. Because I might need them. I hope I don't, but I might need them. Either way, Psychic is just gonna blast this Lombre into next week. Okay. I like to imagine, like, Psychic in the anime, Psychic was always kind of just shown as, like, being able to just, like, pick something up and just throw it. So I imagine that there's probably some people in this room who just saw a Lombre go flying across the room and just wondered what happened. Anyway, Hariyama gets dropped, and now I'm gonna quickly run back and heal Sneasel. I'm going to run back and heal Sneasel before I go and challenge anyone else in here, because I do want my Pokemon all at full health. Okay. Hey, buddy, I wasn't mad, but you did knock out my Sneasel, so you've cost me like 40 seconds of my time. But I made you happy when I said you have 1,000th guest. Isn't that right? Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to go heal. Okay, I'm back, and Sneasel is fully healed. So I'm also going to put Octillery to the front for this next fight. Okay, so, welcome to the just completed Realgam Tower. Well, how about a battle as an event to commemorate the opening? Okay, so this is Hunter Aline. I think that's how to pronounce it. Anyway, she has a Lairon and a Mawile. No prizes for guessing what's going to occur this turn. So Octillery and Sneasel are my two leads. However, the Mawile will have Intimidate, which could... Oh, it doesn't have Intimidate? Okay, yeah, this fight's over. Honestly, I should have probably just Brick Break the Lairon, because I know that would have... Of course, that's my luck. Watch as this Mawile is now carrying a fighting type move and just one-shots me. Why do I have the awful feeling that that's going to happen, and I know that my luck is bad enough to make that happen. And does it happen? Oh, the anticipation. Well, there's the Brick Break, so there goes Sneasel. Sneasel lived a quad effective hit? miracles do happen. Let's switch Sneasel out. No Pasutra. Fantastic. Great. Okay, Ampharos can come on in and just blast this Matang with Thunderbolt. So now we take out, whatchamacallit, we take out the Mawile. Also, they just have renders of the Pokemon on the walls. So we have Aggron there. I can't tell what that was in the background there, but hey, they do have the renders of Pokemon up there. Actually, I can probably just check. I can check when I'm at the battle. I see Ludicolo, I see Roselia there. Okay, Matang gets the attack boost, but that's not going to make any difference because Static comes through. And now we just land a Bubble Beam and a Thunderbolt, and this fight should be over. Well, that's just a minor inconvenience, isn't it? I say a minor inconvenience, more so for the Matang. Like, I kind of feel bad about it. I had to take the full force of the Bubble Beam as well. Either way, Matang goes down, and we are good to go. So that is another successful battle. No, you weren't. I am the protagonist of this story. Also, I do like how they'll have the little statues of Sudowoodo around. That's kind of cool. Since you bothered to come, you may as well make yourselves at home. Okay, so I'll now switch Ampharos out front, and I will give the spell tag. I'll give the spell tag back to Sneasel, and I'll put the EXP share on Ampharos. In an ideal world, I might be able to catch a couple of my Pokemon up to 49. I mean, I probably won't, but it could happen, and I'm going to put Meganium out front as well, because for some reason I remember that this lady has water types. They told me this place will be attracting guests from all over the world. I can demonstrate my battling to all sorts of influential people. I can become famous worldwide. You're lucky. Before anyone else, I'll show you how skilled I am at battling. Okay, so this is Street Performer Looper. Okay, let's see what you have. It's water types, I know. Quillfish and Octillery. Okay. Fortunately for me, my Octillery is a higher level, but I'm also leading with my Meganium and my Ampharos. So, Ampharos is just going to blast this Quillfish with Thunderbolt while I go for Razor Leaf. And while I am hilarious... Well, okay. I am definitely over-leveled for these opponents. Like, I'm definitely over-leveled for these opponents, which isn't exactly ideal, but hey, it happens. Pretty much, I found myself in a situation where I'd be, like, on level or slightly over for these opponents, but too weak for the bosses, or, you know, equal, or, you know, roughly on level with the bosses and too strong for the base opponents. And honestly, I would much rather be on level with the bosses to make those, you know, remotely fun, I guess. Admittedly, of course it goes for that. Admittedly, the fight, especially the one with Ein, that one went way easier than I had ever really anticipated it to go. I'm not disappointed, like, I'm kind of disappointed that I did kind of just breeze through that fight without any real resistance, though. Okay, Thunderbolt lands, takes out Caesar. The Octillery will pop back up for dive damage. It won't do all that much damage to me, though. Because, actually, Octillery does have pretty decent physical attack. And in comes a Feraligatr. Actually, that's kind of cool, because aside from when we fought the guy right at the start, we haven't seen any of the Johto starters, to my recollection. We've seen the Hoenn starters. Like, I've seen a Combusken, we've seen all of them. We haven't seen Blaziken, Swampert, or Sceptile, but we've seen their first two forms. And Thunderbolt will finish off this Feraligatr, and then we are good to go. Because T-Bolt just annihilates that Feraligatr. And with that, Looper is defeated. So, let's keep moving on. Oh, you dashed my dream of fame. Sorry, Looper, you seem like a nice person. What I'll do? I'll hone my skills and position myself as a charismatic trainer. You know what? Good for you, Looper. Always looking on the bright side. Okay, so let's keep going. And quick lemonade break for a couple of... No, I don't. Wow, that straight up just said it's meaningless to use this item. Okay, game, you don't need to be that edgy about it. It's just like, you could say it wouldn't have any effect, but no, it had to be extra. It had to be edgy about it. It's just like, it's meaningless to use that. Like, okay, buddy, calm down. Okay, so, I'm switching Sneasel and Espeon out front so I can maybe 1 or 2 turn this fight. Because, welcome. It's been a while, hasn't it? You don't recall who I am? It's me. We met quite a while ago in Phoenix City. My name is Verde. You may not remember me, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. You snagged my Bayleaf back then. Yeah, you remember now. Well, pal, today's the day. It's payback time. So this is where you get your second chance to catch it if you didn't catch it the first time, I think. And obviously he has Grumpig and Muck, because his Grimer and Spoink both evolved. So basically I'm just going to go for Psychic and Shadow Ball and see if I can one-shot them both. I imagine I'll... Psychic will probably one-shot the Muck. I don't know about Sneasel hitting... I don't know about Sneasel taking out Grumpig, though. Either way, I'm pretty much certain that I am in no real danger from this. Just as predicted, Psychic gets the 1-tap, and we don't get a whole lot of EXP, but that's totally fine. Ampharos gets a bit more. And Shadow Ball, this is spell tag boosted, I believe, does indeed one-shot. Fantastic. So, that's Verde out of here in a 1 turn. I mean, credit to him, he came back. He came back, he did give it another try. Well, you just did, so, unfortunate. Tragic. And with that, he just disappears. So, now I'm going to put Ampharos back out front and still lead with Sneasel. I don't know if this is for play, but hey, I'm going to do it anyway. The builder of the tower has plans to raise big money by attracting the world's richest folks, but you need bait to get the attention of people like that. Something big and exciting. Yep, you guessed it. Shadow Pokemon battles. And, okay, so this is Chaser Truss, and fun fact, despite talking about him, I don't think this guy actually has a Shadow Pokemon. Okay, Swallow and Magneton. So I'm just going to hit him with a Thunderbolt and a Brick Break, and hopefully that gets through both of them. Also, Ampharos will hit level 48 from this fight. That's pretty nice. Sneasel will be very close. Sneasel probably won't, but it'll be very close to hitting level 50 as well. Brick Break nearly one-shots Magneton, so that is gone next turn. That Swallow is going for Sky Attack. And it's no longer going for Sky Attack because it just got lit up by Thunderbolt. Unlike that time in the anime where Ash's one kind of just lit itself with thunder, that was so cool. Like, that is still one of the coolest things that ever happened in the Pokemon anime, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Lock On. This is probably going for, like, Lock On Zap Cannon, not like it's going to make any difference. So I'm just going to blast Ninetales with a Thunderbolt, Brick Break for Sneasel. Now that I've targeted Thunderbolt onto the Fire type, he's probably going to send in a Water type, now that I've taken out Magneton. And also, Sneasel is probably about to catch a Fire Blast, so this was probably a mistake on my part. No, his last Pokemon is a Machoke. Okay, I can probably handle that. Oh, never mind, it's not even a Fire Blast, that's an Overheat! And he missed, so I'm totally safe. Fantastic. Thunderbolt nearly takes out Ninetales, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to knock out the Ninetales and switch Sneasel out to Espeon. Espeon can switch out, can switch in place of Sneasel, because I know that a fighting type move is common. Because obviously, why wouldn't you target the thing that's quad weak to fighting with a fighting type move? Overheat lands, probably does a lot of damage. That did nowhere near as much as I expected, and halves the Ninetales special attack stat, not like it makes any difference. Bang! There goes the Ninetales. I mean, it could have had 9 health bars, it still probably wouldn't have helped it. And, well, everyone should be okay. Dynamic Punch misses. Fantastic. I'm winning coin flips. I'm winning coin flips. Anything could happen. I might beat the game. I mean, okay, I say I might beat the game. I'm going to beat the game. But still, I might have good luck going into the final few fights, which would be kind of huge, because my luck is historically pretty bad a lot of the time. Okay, so, unfortunately, Truss, it may not be like you to lose, but apparently it's even less like me to lose at this point. Do you get it now? Win or lose, battles attract people. Okay, buddy, what do you have to say? Oh, he actually got alerted. So you're Wes, ex-member of Team Snagem. I've been hoping that I'd get a shot at battling you. Let's see this high-level battling that everyone's been talking about. Okay, Ryder Kevil. Okay, interesting name. So he has Donphan and Quagsire. Well, this is a double switch if I've ever seen one. It's a double switch because Ampharos cannot do anything to this thing, and... Oh wait, Sneasel's still on full health, what am I talking about? Okay, so this is a switch to Meganium, because obviously he is using ground types, and then I will Icy Wind. I'll Icy Wind just to lower their speed stats, and hopefully this Quagsire doesn't carry Brick Break. I say hopefully because I know my luck in this game and probably will. I don't know, I feel like since I started using Sneasel, I'm seeing a lot of Pokemon carrying Brick Break. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what. Either way, Quagsire and both Pokemon now have lower speed. Speaking of which, never mind, I was going to say Sneasel now has reduced speed, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have taken... Oh, no, the Quagsire did indeed have Brick Break. It does indeed one-shot. Quagsire is apparently more formidable than a Mawile was. So let's switch into Octillery, because Octillery is my next best thing to deal with ground types. And by that I mean it's time to Razor Leaf and Bubble Beam, and that will probably wipe out both of this turn. Octillery just blasts the Donphan. And now, what is his third Pokemon coming in? I'm going to guess it's a Gligar, but I don't know why. If I guessed this, I'm kind of hoping I'm right, but I don't think I am. No, it's a Sandslash, okay. Which means this may be perfect time for Razor Leaf to secure a double kill. It'll definitely take out Quagsire, because it's quite effective. And it did not take out Sandslash, but Quagsire also took the hit? That's genuinely kind of surprising. Either way, I am not in a situation where I lose here. Okay, Sandslash goes for Rock Tomb. It'll do a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. I did 14 damage, what was I worried about? And now Razor Leaf should finish off both Pokemon, unless it misses. But now, bang, there goes Sandslash, and Quagsire had like 5 HP left, so that thing isn't surviving either. So with that is Ryder Kevel defeated. Credit to him, he put up more of a fight than a mono ground type trainer I thought really would, but hey, who knows? I mean, to credit where it's due, mono ground is a pretty solid team. Either way, that's him dealt with. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Also, there's just a whole lot of slot machines in this room, but you can't actually play the slots in this game. You're on the other side, but I still have to hand it to you. Wait, what happened there? It kind of just magnetized me backwards. What's happening? Okay, so... Sneasel is still injured. Sneasel's still out, so I guess I'll lead with Octillery and Espeon for this next fight. I'm lying, I'm gonna go up. Shh, Wes, it's me, Silver. I snuck in here under disguise. I surprised you, huh? That's not important, though. The word is that Cypher's boss is waiting for you both at the top of the tower, and he's supposed to have the ultimate Shadow Pokemon. Wes, Ruri, good luck, and please be careful, always. Okay, yeah, I'm actually remembered what happens when you go first. I'm gonna fight this guy first. Wah! Gave you a good jolt, eh? I've been waiting behind the door for you to come along. I've been waiting a long time. Next, I'll shock you even more with my Pokemon battle. Okay, buddy, let's see what you have. Okay, Given, let's see what you have. You have a Loudred and a Wigglytuff. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that, and yeah, this is going to be a very easy fight. And by that I mean, just Psychic is going to do damage, and Bubble Beam will probably do a ton as well. So Psychic just blasts this Wigglytuff into the next dimension. Okay, Wigglytuff down. And will Ampharos level up? No, I don't actually know. I probably should pay attention to how close it was to the level up. Either way, Bubble Beam nearly one-shots Loudred. Hyper Voice will do a decent chunk because it is a physical move. Which, now that I think about it, what? That did nothing. That did so little. That did... like... that did so little damage. I know it's split damage, but that did nothing. Okay, weak Loudred, I guess. Because Hyper Voice is normally pretty strong. Either way, that is this fight over. Ampharos hits level 49, and we are now prepped to head on upstairs. Is what I would say if I didn't have another room to go check out, but let's see what's in there. I assume it's going to be 1 or 2 more fights. Do you know how hard it is to just wait and wait and wait without moving? Try imagining it. Now think about it, eh? I don't very much bet you could keep at it for long. I mean, hey, I'll give you credit on that, buddy. You might beat me at that. Okay, there's 1 more person in here. Also a jukebox. And I guess a place for, like, a little jazz band? Okay, fair enough, as you do. Are you here to dine? Yes. Sorry to disappoint you, we're not ready to serve anyone yet. Let me make up for it. I'll serve up a full-course menu of a Pokemon battle. I mean, that's not really comparable, but okay, thanks, I guess. Swalot and Cradilly. Okay, this is going to be this is not going to be a problem. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is blast this Swalot with Psychic and hit Aurora Beam on the Cradilly. She does have 4 Pokemon though, so I know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I should have targeted into the Swalot as well. With Octillery, but either way I'm going to get decent damage out on the Cradilly, which is always good, because Cradilly is a bit of an annoying Pokemon to deal with. Espeon hits level 50, and that is kind of huge. Now, a Noctowl comes in. Honestly, I probably should have targeted the Noctowl. I probably should have targeted into the Swalot with Octillery as well, because this because this Noctowl is more than likely now just going to go for Fly, which realistically just tells me that I should just target it with Psychic. So I'm just going to go for Psychic and Aurora Beam, and that probably takes out both. Because realistically, I do have an 11 level gap here. Okay, the Noctowl barely took the hit, but it did take the hit. Credit to it. Aurora Beam now takes out Cradilly, and whatever comes in next, I think, just gets dropped next turn. So the real question is, does this Noctowl go for Fly? I hope it doesn't, because realistically it's going to waste a little bit of my time if it does. No, it goes for Hypnosis, and actually lands it. What is this? Actually landed Hypnosis. Baffling. Absolutely baffling turn of events. Okay, let's just quickly switch in Umbreon, I guess. Because realistically, what can a Chimecho do to it? Realistically, what can this Chimecho do to my Umbreon? The answer is nothing. It can do nothing. And it will do nothing because it can do nothing. Because realistically it's like 7 or 8 levels below it, and it probably only has Psychic moves. And if it does have another move, it's probably Uproar. Okay, yeah, that's this fight over. You know, I don't really care, I can just go for Psybeam, that's fine. So Psybeam blasts the Chimecho, and Bite should probably be enough to finish it off now. And after this, I think we only have 1 or 2 more battles in this episode. So, let's keep going. So I think we should be done in like, I don't know, 10 more minutes maybe? I kind of feel bad for that Chimecho, it just landed like head first. Thanks for dinner. Okay. Well, no problem, I guess. That was too heavy for some light exercise before a meal. I mean, look, you challenged me. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so now we take this elevator up, and we now get to kind of the final little checkpoint zone, I suppose. As we now continue to ascend the tower. And oh, who is this? It's a slightly familiar face who we saw in episode 1. Ah, you finally reached me. I must say that I am impressed. Wes and Drury, I welcome you to the Realgam Tower. My name is Nazgûr. Do you remember the time we met in Phoenix City? I did have the feeling that I would one day face you in battle, but I never imagined that you would be the one to seek me out here. Very soon you will be ready to greet your arrival in style. I will go ahead and wait for you. Don't keep me waiting too long. Also, I can't do voices, so, yeah. I probably should have tried to make him sound more menacing, but hey. Quick, we have to chase him. Okay, so I'm going to go in here because there's a healing place in here. And I'm going to have to quickly kick this guy out of the way, no doubt. So, Espeon can handle that once again. What is this Pokemon? What is that? Is that a Slacking? Yes, it is. That's a Slacking. I think it is, anyway. Okay, that's that. My Pokemon are all nursed back to perfect health and readiness. Now I can go full tilt against you in battle. Buddy, I am so glad you are stood right next to the healing machine because your Pokemon are about to get annihilated. Shelgon and Vigoroth. Okay, so here... Wait, Octillery is still asleep. Octillery is still asleep. Okay. Well, that's a minor inconvenience, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to blast this Vigoroth with Psychic. Because, honestly, it's significantly more of a threat to me, and honestly, Espeon does not care. Espeon just crits with Psychic and annihilates this man's entire being. Okay, so, now one more turn, and then we are free to go. Okay, it goes for a Headbutt, not like it's going to make any difference. That does a grand total of about actual visible damage, so I guess congratulations on that. Here's your prize, it's a Psychic. Here's your prize, it's getting one-shot by Psychic. Okay, so now we can patch up our Pokemon before this boss fight. Now, here's... I mean... okay. I mean, I guess I just made an enemy. Happens, I suppose. Anyway, we are now prepared to go and fight a boss, and, well, if you haven't played this game before, spoiler alert, it's not going to be Nazgûl. Not yet. Nazgûl's next time. Okay, so, let's quickly switch up my party. So, Sneasel can come up out front, and I want to pick up the black belt. Did I still have it on anything? I had it on Hariyama. Okay, for about 20 seconds, welcome back to the team, Hariyama. Okay, I do wish that I just had the move items option, because that would be so helpful here. And now we just take that. I have no room for it. Okay, you can have this Oranberry, I suppose. No, I can't. Oh, no, wait, I know what I do. So, Miracle Seed can go on there. Now I switch. Then I take the black belt. And then I put that on Sneasel, because I want to power up Brick for this next fight. And while I'm here, I'll just drop a couple more items into the PC, I suppose. What's in here? I can probably afford to put the burn heals in. I probably don't need them anymore. Regular potion, I won't need that anymore. And I'll keep a hold of the rest, I think. What do I even have in here? Oh, that's why I put those ice heals. Yeah, I didn't really see much point in keeping the ice heals in the bag, because realistically, when am I ever going to need them? Because let's be honest, the ice heal is kind of redundant, because very few things in the game ever go for freezing stuff. Okay, so, what is getting the EXP share for this fight? I'm going to put it on Octillery, just on the off chance. Okay, so, now we get to head on down. I mean, head on down, realistically, it's a head on up. And I'm actually going to put Ampharos out front as well instead of Espeon, because I know that this boss fight actually is not going to be a great time for Espeon, because Espeon doesn't get too much to do here. Also, I like how they'll have the little statues of Raikou, Suicune, and Entei there. Okay, so let's see what we have over here. Ah, he's gone. What should we do? Oh, I know. How about over that way? Couldn't we take the other elevator? Oh, it's no good. We can't take this elevator either. So now, here comes our new opponent. So here is going to be our last opponent for today. Ha ha ha! Long time no see, eh, Wes? You're not going to break my heart and tell me you've forgotten my face, are you now? That face? It can't be. Team Snagem? But why here? Even if you don't want to believe it, you're absolutely right, little lady. I'm Gonzap, the boss of Team Snagem, and don't you forget it. Did you ask what I'm doing here? Yes, isn't this Cypher's headquarters? Team Snagem shouldn't have anything to do with this. Well, surprise, surprise, we have a lot to do with this, Missy. We were just thieves before we got a hold of the Snag machines, and where did we get them? From Cypher. What they wanted was this. Go snag superior grade Pokemon from trainers everywhere. What? So this is all one big plot hatched by Cypher? That's what I'm saying. Aren't you the brainy one, Missy? Master Nazgûl is waiting for you upstairs, but you've got me to deal with first. We've got a little score to settle here. It's time you paid up for wrecking our hideout and wiping out Team Snagem. Don't get any ideas about beating me. Okay, boss fight time. Also, I guess Gonzap just gets default music, because technically he isn't a Cypher admin or anything. So despite being an actual boss near the end of the game, he just has regular battle music. Okay, so what I'm going to do is blast Crawdaunt with Thunderbolt, and yeah, I'll just blast Crawdaunt with Thunderbolt and Brick for Shiftry. Hopefully the Shiftry doesn't carry Brick. Okay, that did a pretty good amount. Aerial Ace won't do all that much. Shiftry is actually pretty strong though. Okay, that did less than half. I'm in the clear. Because Thunderbolt will just blast this Crawdaunt and take it out in one. Guaranteed. Crawdaunt is unfortunately not particularly strong. I do like Crawdaunt quite a lot though, it's a cool Pokemon. And Sneasel is more than likely... Sneasel's getting switched out right now. Sneasel is, however, more than likely going to hit level 50 from this fight. So I'm going to play it safe and switch Sneasel out for Espeon. I know I said Espeon wouldn't be too good in this fight, but hey, I guess I just made a slight error in judgment. I don't actually remember what this guy's fourth Pokemon is. I want to say it's a Golem, but I don't know why. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's a Golem, but I'm pretty sure that I'm wrong. I hope it is, because if it is, then I've remembered this game kind of well. But I don't actually remember. It is a Pinsir. I mean, it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, I guess. And there's a predicted fighting type move. It still does quite a bit of damage to Espeon, not gonna lie. Thunderbolt on the Pinsir, and we Psychic for Hariyama. And now I get to deal with his Shadow Pokemon, because I don't think Hariyama's taken that, especially if it crits. 10 out of 10. Now in comes a Pokemon that we saw right at the start of the game. Technically, actually, this was... Oh, Sneasel wants to learn Slash? Honestly, I think I'm going to cut my losses and get rid of Return for Slash. I'll take the guaranteed damage with high crit chance instead. Okay, so, now we get to see the first Pokemon we saw in this entire game. Because he now has a Shadow Skarmory. Because you may recall, right before the explosion went off at this Team Snagem hideout, the first Pokemon you see in this game is a Skarmory flying across the horizon. And that was a big earthquake. That's not ideal for me, but Ampharos is okay now, so I think I have a solution for this. And by that I mean Umbreon is going to switch in. Probably should have just gone for Sneasel. I probably should have just gone for Sneasel. Either way, Thunderbolt is going to hit this, Thunderbolt will hit and take out Pinsir. Okay, it doesn't quite take it out, but we're close enough. Now I can Thunder Wave the Skarmory, I believe, and Secret Power the Pinsir. Pinsir is now the fastest thing on the field, so I guess I can't. Ampharos goes down to the Earthquake. Okay, now I get to play my favourite fun little minigame. Disclaimer, it's not a fun little minigame in the slightest. It's called How Long Does It Take Me to Catch a Skarmory? It always takes a very long time. That's the secret evil plot twist answer. Because it is a Pokemon that is historically very annoying to catch for me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Okay, goes for Shadow Rush. That did next to nothing, but I'm okay with that because it does recoil damage to itself. So, this Pinsir probably just goes for Earthquake again, so I'm gonna Body Slam. No, I'll Body Slam into the Skarmory and I'll Secret Power the Pinsir to get rid of it. Wait, Meganium is the fastest thing on the field? In what world? Okay, Pinsir goes for Earthquake again. Honestly, I want to like Pinsir. Pinsir is a Pokemon that I've always wanted to like. I hate its mouth. Pinsir's mouth looks so weird and unsettling. I've just never liked that about it, and it's always held me back from liking Pinsir as a Pokemon. Either way, there goes Pinsir. Like, I know that there's probably, like, an actual bug that has that, but I don't know, it's always just looked weird and gross to me. I've always hated that. Okay, so now I gotta play a fun little minigame called Body Slam and Secret Power. What happens first? Do I get a paralysis on it, or does it die? Hopefully I get a paralysis on it, because I'd love to be able to catch this Skarmory without too much hassle. Although... Oh, yeah, right, it's attacking Meganium. I was going to say, oh, if it's attacking Ampharos, I can just get Static on it. But obviously I can't do that, because that's not how that works. Okay, what I'm going to do though, because now it's into the yellow, I'm going to start throwing Pokeballs at it, and hopefully just catch it. Now we're going to play another fun little mini-game called... Okay, its defense goes up, so now I can take hits a little bit better. So let's just go for a synthesis, and now I'm going to start throwing Pokeballs. Because hopefully this won't take too long, but honestly, all of the upcoming Pokemon are kind of annoying to catch, and I know what they all are. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, it broke out. But hey, we got two on the first as to throw, so that could be worse. Also, I feel like this Skarmory should probably have Drill Peck or something by now. Like, it's level 47, it should have at least a flying type move. So realistically, I don't know why it isn't targeting Meganium with it. Either way, I'm going to throw 2 more Pokeballs. I will throw 2 more balls, and if I don't catch it within that time, I will then just speed up until I eventually do catch it, because this could take me a little while. Also, yes, Gonzap. Gonzap is a kind of weird looking guy. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe he's just a big fan of Heihachi Mishima. Maybe he just wishes he could be as cool as Heihachi when he grows up. Actually, while I'm rambling about Tekken, I guess, I don't know if I've ever changed it. We have a Tekken Wikis page for Heihachi under his list of friends and enemies. No, sorry, it's not his friends and enemies. It's his likes and dislikes. It's genuinely some of the most... It might be the funniest one I've ever seen. It's like, likes, and it's like, proclaiming to be the strongest, world domination, his pet bear Kuma. That's great. And then it's like, dislikes, his son, his illegitimate son, his adopted son. It's like, yeah, that's on brand for Heihachi, that's him. And apparently we've grown a lot better. Also, we defeated him so badly that, like, all of his hair deflated. That's kind of wild. What do you say, Wes? Why don't you and me team up again? Just like old times. You, me, and the snack machine. We can do whatever we please. The world will be ours, hey? No. I figured you'd say that, but that doesn't matter anymore. There's no going back for you now. Get going. So what does he have to say if we talk to him? Okay, he just says the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to go back and heal, because we took a fair bit of a beating there. And now we are at the end of the main game. We are going, basically we take that elevator up, and we are basically entering into the Elite Four. That's basically how this goes. So I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. And next time we are doing the final battles, as we finish off the main story of Pokemon Colosseum. So, as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time as we enter the Colosseum and finish off the main story of Pokemon Colosseum. I have gone the wrong way. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.